Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus look.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team has been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So SMU's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Buying some time. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. And they swarm him under. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Bond. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got some room into the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Block the person in front of them, dog, when they don't want to do the one to cheat you.
You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and crazy.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Early, bro.
And I love playing man coverage coverage on the back end. Get in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. They had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Got a man. It's Franklin. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held it to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do.
Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date.
Pick off! What a play by this defense! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Boston College. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Van Dyke. He's got him. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Why not trying to get it in? Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Unloads to the wideout. And it's caught. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field.
He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that, man.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Boston College.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And these 2 defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things straight back up here. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Race, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. And
all by himself down the middle. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, SMU. They take the lead with the 6.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Richard. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot.
Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get...
Oh, he's got some space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. And the Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Van Dyke. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical.
There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they